most closest to this 54. And this is what we have to find. This is what we have to find. Okay. I hope you have got this particular approach, how we are doing this thing. Now let's see how we can solve this problem. Let's see how we can solve this particular. So obviously, as we know, we are considering there we have another counter which is called difference. So here we don't have to just compare the sum of pair with x, but we have to also compare it with the difference. We have to also compare it with the difference of the number. The difference kya hai? We have to also compare that thing. And we will take that pair whose difference is very minimum, whose difference is minimum possible. We will take that pair. That is our approach that we are going to implement, that we want to implement. Okay. So see one thing here. Let's see one thing that here this is the array that we have. This is the array that we have. Now let's have these two pointers I. So the two cases will be as it is. The two cases will be like that, but we will have a different case also. Let's see what is that. First of all, what we will have one thing that we will first find the difference of this sum. So let's call it pair sum. What is the pair sum? Pair sum basically ARR of I plus ARR of J. This will be the pair sum. Now we'll find the difference between the pair sum and our value x. So the difference between the pair sum and the value x, it will be an absolute difference. Means if pair sum is greater, so it is pair sum minus x. If x is greater, it is x minus pair sum. That is a normal absolute difference. Okay. Now the next case is very important. Is the next important case. Okay. So the next important case is that we are going basically which we are going to implement is that currently our difference will be very large. It will be very large. Let's say infinity, very max value. Numbers dot max value that we write in Java, no? It is infinity. Okay. Now what we will do, if our current difference, let's call it current difference. Let's call it current difference. If our current difference will be less than our last difference, मतलब अभी जो हमारा सम का पेयर है उसका जो डिफरेंट है x है वो कम है, that is not this is the pair that we want, that means this is the pair that we want. So in that case what we can do, in that case we will do, we will change the value, we will change the values. In that case what we will do, we will change the values. So I will make the difference equal to current difference, and let's say we will have two variables, let's say a and b. This a will contain the number, this a will contain the number which is basically where our I is pointing, and j will contain the number where b is pointing. So our a will be equal to ARR of I and b will be equal to ARR of j. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि भाई जो a और b हैं, जो a और b हैं वो नंबर्स हैं जिनका सम मिनिमम डिफरेंस दे रहा है. Okay, maybe it's quite confusing. Let's implement this problem so that you will get it more clearly. Let's implement it. Okay, you can see here we have the ARR. Let's also have a number n. We will also have a number n. So where we have to perform the basic output. Okay. So first of all, what we will do, as we have discussed, first of all, we will have the value L. That will be 0. And R that will be n minus. Just like what we have in our normal case. Just like what we have in our normal case. Okay. Now the next thing, the next and the most important thing that we have discussed. The next thing is that we will take a difference. Okay, so sorry, I am taking n. That's it should be let. Okay. Or we can take as variable also. So I was just confused between C++ and this because I basically code in that also. So it's variable, and this is the thing that we are basically considering. We will also take a difference. As I told you, the initial value of our difference is infinity, or you can say the maximum value, the most maximum value that we can get. And if we discuss how we can find the maximum value in Java, it will be number dot max, sorry, max value. It will be number dot max value. Okay. Now, after this, what we will do, we will have a simple while loop, that is L is less than R. A simple while loop will be there. Okay. Now, now a simple while loop will be there. Now, if the first case, if so, we will have the two cases which were written here. You can see these two cases. These two cases will be the same. इसमें कोई भी change नहीं होगा. Okay. So that two cases we will have here. Okay. So let's write if ARR of L. So I am taking here L and R, left and right pointer. We can say not A, I and J, and R. If it is greater than X. So what we will do? If it is greater than X, we will make R minus 1. And in the else case, if it is not greater, we will make L plus. That is a very obvious case that is written here. Okay. ये तो हम लोगों ने पिछले क्वेश्चन में पढ़ा ही हुआ है. अब देखो नया क्या है. नया क्या है, यहाँ आपको इक्वलिटी देखनी नहीं कि इक्वल है कि नहीं है. इक्वलिटी देखनी नहीं. यहाँ हमें क्या देखना है? डिफरेंस टर्म. So first, as I told you, we will find the pair sum. We will find the pair sum. So let's find the pair sum. It will be where pair sum is equal to ARR of L plus ARR of R. But just I am taking L and R instead of I and J. That is the only case. Okay. Now, guys, now what I will do? Now what I will do? After this particular case, what I will do is that I will find a current difference. So this is our global. This is we will have a current difference also. So let's take a var current difference, and that current difference will be equal to mat.abs because we have to take the ABS. Okay, ABS value of that means absolute difference of this pair sum and the value x and the value x. This is the another case to consider. Okay, we have got the current sum, and this is the thing that we will do. We will have two variables that is also given A and B. So if our current difference, if our current difference is less than the difference, in that case we will take that, yeah, this is the pair which we are searching for. हमें क्या करना, हमें सबसे कम डिफरेंस का पेयर सर्च करना ना. जब हमें कोई कम डिफरेंस मिला, हमने वो पेयर स्टोर कर लिया, हमने डिफरेंस की वैल्यू भी अपडेट कर दी. वो पेयर कहाँ स्टोर हुआ? पेयर कौन सा है? ARR ऑफ L और ARR ऑफ R. उसको हमने एक वेरिएबल L A में और B में हमने ARR ऑफ L R ले लिया. अब जब पूरी लूप चल जाएगी, एट द लास्ट हमारे A और B में क्या होगा? वो पेयर होगा जो बहुत क्लोज होगा, इसका सम बहुत क्लोज होगा X से. तो हम लोग उसको नॉर्मली console.log कर सकते हैं that A and B. That is the case that we will be doing. तो हमने सबसे पहले क्या किया? जो बेसिक हमने लास्ट में किया था, तो हमने बेसिक चीज की थी लास्ट वाले प्रॉब्लम में, वो हमने देखो यहाँ पर भी. ओके, तो एक काम करते हैं, let's run so that it will be more clear to you. Let's run this thing. Let's run this particular approach so that it will be more clear how we have to solve, how we are doing the thing. Let's make it more clear. Okay. Okay. Now, so initially what I will do, we will take a difference. The difference is initially, let's say, very maximum value. Let's say infinity. I'm writing it here. Okay. We will have two pointers, I and J, or let's say L and R because we have taken L and R this time. So let's say L and R, and X R X is 54. You can see that first of all, this condition is always run. ये condition हमेशा चलेगी, हमेशा. ठीक है? So now, first of all, it will find the pair sum. So the pair sum will basically equal 10 plus 40. Now I will find the current difference. Current difference is basically pair sum is 10 plus 40, it will be 50. So current difference will be basically x is 54, current sum is 50, it will be 4. मतलब 54 minus 54. Now you can see the other case कि हमारा current difference जो है कम है इससे. If current difference is less than difference, so what we will do? We will first update the difference. So our difference will be updated to 4. And then we will have two values more, a and b. a में क्या आ जाएगा 10 और b में क्या आ जाएगा 40. अभी हमने एक ऐसा पेयर फाइंड किया है जिसका सम जो है बहुत क्लोजेस्ट है x से. अब देखो ये सम जो है लेस है, सम जो है ये छोटा था ना x से, 50 was less. तो लेस होता है तो क्या करते हैं, लेस होता है तो आगे बढ़ा देते हैं i को, l को. That will be here. Now you can see the pair sum is, now if we will do, let's update the values. Now the pair sum will be 22 plus 40, means it is 62. Means it is 62. So if it is 62, you can see its difference will be something 8. But this 8 is greater than this 4. It is greater than this particular. So this will not run. This condition will not run. It will just go on and it will check that the pair is 62. So because the pair is 62 and the number x we are finding is 54, that means our sum is greater. Our sum is greater. So because it is greater, so what we are doing, if it is greater, we have make r minus minus. R will be minus minus and we will have this r here. Okay. Now you can see one thing. Again you can see it is 22 plus 30. 22 plus 30 means here we will have 30 and here will be 22 and this will be also a bigger. 52 will be there. If it's a difference, 54 and 52, difference will be 2. The current difference will be 2 only. It is only 2. Now you can see again.